What is going on, guys? It's your boy Potion. Here we go. We're going to do another build for you guys. Hope you guys been drinking that water as always. If not, you need to get on that. But today I'm going to show you guys my personal Amara build that I use. There's a lot of different Amara builds out there. There's the Jolts dude build that he, does a lot of damage to everybody with the phase grasp and the chain link damage. This is the build I use. I personally find it fun to use. So we're just going to jump right into it. No more waiting. First, we're going to throw 5 points into Anima. You will see at the end of the build, you will see why I build this girl this way. Amara's status effect deal increased damage over time and have increased duration. Her action skill status effect deals further increased damage. This is going to be really important because it's all about elemental damage, but it's all about one particular elemental damage you're going to see. So down here, you want to throw 5 into Tempest. Amara deals increased elemental damage, shock damage is further increased. So 30% elemental damage plus 20%. So it's plus 50% shock damage. Now shock is the element we're going to be using throughout this build. It's really good for shield burning and just basic general damage. It was good in Borderlands 2. Everybody uses a shock element. In Borderlands 3 it is a bit weaker against red bars because they, you know what I'm saying, they needed to use fire and they needed to make fire more useful. So fire is pretty useful in Borderlands 3, whereas in Borderlands 2 if the enemy had a shield you didn't want to use fire, so fire was pretty much useless. So we're going to jump over to Wildfire. Whenever Amara applies a status effect to an enemy, it has a chance to spread to a nearby enemy. Again, just more status effect. You just want to, it's basically like a radiation type effect, but it's just for every element. So it's really, really good. You want to use that. Amara's gun damage is increased for a few seconds after an enemy is grasped. Whenever any player kills a grasped enemy, their current weapon is instantly reloaded. You're gonna be rocking phase grasp, yes. So this skill is really good for the instant reload, and you get more damage. So it's just one skill point. Throw it in there. Why not? We're gonna jump on down. Amara gains increased magazine size of elemental weapons. That's great because you're gonna use elemental weapons throughout this build. So throw a point in there. You want 3 points into Indiscriminate. Amara's bullets that damage enemies have a chance to ricochet and deal increased damage to other nearby enemies. Ricochet chance and damage are increased if the target is currently affected by phase grasp or stillness of mind. Great build, great skill. That's a really great skill. So whenever you're shooting the enemy, you'll be up close and personal with these enemies. You'll have a chance to hit every enemy in the map and deal increased damage. So it's a really good skill. Just throw it in there. You want to throw 5 points into Lifesteal. This build I'm going to show you guys, it's all centered around staying alive and dealing elemental damage. Lifesteal is really good because it'll give you life when you deal elemental damage. You're going to use elemental weapons. Your shield's going to be replenished and your health is going to be replenished at the same time. Great skill to have. So you want to throw 5 into that, and then you want to throw 1 point into here. Amara's guns deal bonus elemental damage based on her action skill element. Now we're going to be using shock. So it's even more shock damage. It's really good to have. So that's it for the Fist of Elements tree. Of course, you're going to be rocking Phase Grasp. You're going to rock Phase Grasp, and you can either rock Allure, it's what I use, or you can do the chain link damage. I like Allure because it brings them closer to you, and then you're going to want to be up in their face as Amara because that's what Amara is built like. She likes to be in your face, doing damage, and basically tanking all that damage. So we're going to go ahead and throw Allure for me, but Chain Link does work, so if you want to use that, and go ahead. So that's it for the Fist of Elements. We're going to jump over to the Brawler tree. You're going to throw 3 points into here. Now with the class mod I have, it's going to boost it up to 5, which is really good. We want that. And just to progress the tree down, you're going to throw 2 bullets into Clarity. So personal space, Amara's weapon deal bonus damage based on the distance to her target. The closer the target, the greater the bonus. So if you're right up in their face, you're doing an extra 60% damage. So it's really good to be up in their face, shooting that elemental weapon and pretty much just doing more damage. Now Clarity just gives you health regen. I'd rather have health regen over a little bit of max health because this is going to come in more handy than this will. If you're rocking like the survivability, you want both of these. You want this tree is going to be like full if you're doing survivability, but with my build, elemental damage. So this is just for here. You want to throw 5 points in the arms deal. Amara deals increased splash damage and takes reduced splash damage. So if this is gonna be really good for the build, you guys are gonna see you do even more splash damage. The element that we're splashing everywhere is shock, so makes the gun just a little bit stronger. And then you want to toss 3 points into mindfulness. Mindfulness is good. Whenever Amara takes damage, she gains a stack of mindfulness. For every stack of mindfulness, Amara gains improved shield regeneration delay and movement speed. Max stacks 25. This is really good for that shield regen delay, but the shield is not going to be as important, you will see, as the movement speed. Once you get to 25 stacks, Amara is basically Usain Bolt, zooming across the battlefield. So what we're going to do is, that's it for the green tree. We're going to jump over to the blue tree. Now this tree is I'm only using this tree for, we're going to use this because it's going to be kind of useful. But we're going to drop 3 into there and 2 into there just to progress the tree down, because we really want this skill right here. Amara gains increased action skill cooldown rate. Really good skill. You want to throw 4 into there just because of this. Pain link adds time. Ties that bind adds time. So if you want to rock that, decreases the cooldown. If you want to rock a lure, you just get a way quicker phase grasp. You get to use it more often, which is really good. So that's it for the skill tree. If you need to go back, just rewind the video, pause it on the skill tree that's full. I'll go through all of them right now, give you a second to pause them. That's all you want, man, for this Amara build. Boom, boom, boom. And of course you want it in shock damage, so don't change the element type at all. Just leave it at shock. Don't add any augment to change the element type. So that's all the skill trees. Now we're gonna go over to our inventory. Now this is where it gets really cool. So what I use is a Trevinator. Now my Trevinator is low level. It's level 48, and it still works in Mayhem 3. If I need a level 50 Trevinator. I'm probably gonna farm for one sometime soon. I just picked this one up for my friend because I gave it to him and I want a different one. So this is the one I got for now. Pretty soon down in the future, I'm gonna get a better Trevinator. So be on the lookout for that. You want to rock a Trevinator. Now, as far as weapons, that's the only required weapon for you to rock. You can use any other weapon you want. So these other 3 trees, or other 3 slots, you can use what you want. It's up to you, man. I'm probably going to switch this out for that brainstorm over there. Yeah. Just because it's shock. But I rock the laser exploder. That's probably one of my favorite weapons. And it's fire. And it's cryo. So on action skill and splash damage is increased by 125. So there you go. Really good weapon. I also use a shock shreddifier. Again, if you want any of these weapons, or I'm pretty sure you probably don't want my Trevinator, you probably want to farm for one by yourself. But if you don't want to farm for one and you want mine, just hit me up in the comments just like last time. Ask me for the gear piece, you can have it. Moving on, you want to rock the Transformer. The Transformer, if you read what it says, converts 100% of shock damage into shields, with a 40% chance to absorb bullets, adding them to your ammo count. Really good shield. Really good shield when it comes to this build. Now I'm going to show you guys why. This shield, combined with the Trevinator is a shock damaging shotgun. So where is it at? Here's the Trevinator. So let's just say this guy is an enemy. If he's an enemy, for the build to have the best effectiveness, you want to be up in their face and shooting them. Right? Now you see how the Trevinator is shock. The Trevinator is shock, man. So whenever I'm shooting an enemy that's right in front of me, I'm doing damage to them, and my shield doesn't go down because it's already at max. But if I'm taking damage and my shield's going down, every shot I shoot regens my shield instantly. I'm gonna show you guys later at the end of the build. I'm gonna kill a few enemies for you guys. Probably not Slaughter Dome, but I'm gonna show you guys. Let's go over here and grab some ammo really quick. We're just gonna okay. So yeah, the Transformer and the Trevinator is a really good combo. Jump over to the class mod. Now this class mod is really important. Amara gains damage reduction. The bonus is based on the distance to the enemy. Closer to the enemy, greater the bonus. You're already gonna be up in their face because of this skill right here. Personal space. So when you're up in their face, you deal 60% plus damage, and with this class mod, you gain 30% damage reduction. Now, you want one with 2 points in personal space. So it's that green skill to the right up there. You want 2. You want a class mod with 2 points. I have another one that only has 1, and it's not as good. You want one with 2 points in there. So other than that, that's it for the class mod. If you need it again, hit me up. I'm gonna try to look for a better one with better bonuses for something around Torg or like elemental damage or melee one. So, but for right now, that's the one I have. So for the grenade, this varies. I use this grenade because if I'm really like taking a bunch of damage, I'll just toss it somewhere, and it heals me for health and it heals me for shield, and it's corrosive, which I don't really like. I'm gonna get a different element, probably cryo or fire, but I'm gonna throw that. It's gonna heal me on top of the Trevinator and the transformer, so it's a really good grenade. I'm gonna use that, but again, this choice can be completely up to you, man. Next, you guys want to use, as far as this thing, I forgot what this thing was called out of nowhere. Relic. As far as relics go, you want an elemental projector that increases shock damage. I don't have that. Those grenades are super hard to find. So if you have one and you want to share it with me on PlayStation, I know I've been looking for one for a long time, and it's kind of lame to ask you guys, but if you guys have one and you're on PlayStation, hit me up. We can dupe it if you want. If you don't want to, that's fine. I don't even know if one exists, but I do know elemental projectors are out there. So if you're not on PlayStation and you have one, or have seen the shock one, let me know in the comments down below. But that's the only gear piece I'm missing for this. What an elemental projector does, for those who don't know, is it when you're affected by a status effect, you deal increased damage with that element. So when you're already up in their face, when I shoot the wall, if you pay attention around my screen, I'm shocked. So during the time that I am shocked, my shotgun will deal 180% plus damage. That is the only thing I need, man. Once I get that, it's over. This build will be even better. But for now, I don't have it. So if any of you guys have it, let me know. If you want to dupe it, I would appreciate it. If you've at least seen one, let me know. That would be nice too. So we're just gonna jump over and shoot some enemies with this build, just to show you guys how effective it is. So as you guys can see, I'm gonna start here. I'm just gonna show off the mindfulness really quick for you guys. I'm gonna to 25 stacks. Look how fast she runs. Now you're gonna have this active for a good minute on the battlefield because you're gonna keep hitting people in the face. Another good thing to look for is the is this right here. So I get a buff in elemental damage, the mayhem mode modifiers, I'm sorry. So I get a buff in elemental damage, which is really good because I'm already using the elemental shotgun. So this gun is going to shred a little bit better than what you usually see. But just imagine this build with the elemental projector. So I'm going to go up here, I'm going to kill these guys. It is mayhem 3, just so you guys know. And the weapon is level 48. Look how much that's shredding. And every time I hit an enemy and the splash damage applies to me, it's healing my shield. See, I'm healing my shield every shot I do. Zooming around the battlefield. You want to be up in their face, especially these guys. You can sit right here and just shoot them and heal your shield and stay alive. These guys that are affected by shield, it's just such a good gun. Look at this melt, man. And it's partly due to the modifiers. This gun isn't that strong, but if you farm for modifiers, this build can be really cool. So we're gonna keep damaging this guy. And as each time we shoot, our shields are healed, man. It's a really nice build. And if there's no enemy for you to shoot and you're dying, just shoot the ground. That simple. You gain that speed and shield. Oh, well, you almost jump off the map too. We're gonna jump over to Trant. I'm gonna see you guys over there. Okay guys, so we're at Trant. I'm gonna show you guys how this weapon deals against bosses. Now, it's really good for Trant. It's good for if you're in a fire team, or not a fire team, that's Destiny. But if you're in a team and you're trying to stay alive and you want your team wants you to aggro Trant, not only will you be doing a decent amount of damage, not the greatest, but a decent amount of damage, you'll be staying alive and you'll have Trant's aggro the whole time. So if you have a flak that wants to hit him with the critical spot with fade away, Imagine Trant would be getting murdered right about now. Oh, see, you died, but Trant's almost dead. I can't believe I almost died. But it's probably because he gained 40% weapon damage. My gun couldn't keep up, but the build works, man. It's really good. Now when you come in against fire enemies, not fire enemies, flying enemies, excuse me, it becomes a problem. But other than that, man, that's the build for me for my Amara. I love it. It's really good. It's not really dependent on modifiers, maybe a little bit, but other than that, it's a great build and I love it and it keeps you alive. So if you have been watching this whole time, remember, man, if you want any of these gear pieces, just hit me up on my PlayStation. My PSN is up there in the top right, NerfShaolin, NerfShaolin. And yeah, I will see you guys in the next video, man.